We're gonna do it. Make a thing and make it go there. Ooh. Go the way that goes that go there. We're gonna grape our fleas, turn trays, do give me Darby.
Aww. Reggie Watts, everybody.
And blue microphone.
This is Reggie Watts. I'm Sean L. McCarthy. This is the Comics at Comix series. Comics.
Hello.
Hi.
Comic-Con.
So nice to see you.
It's good to see you, too, in this this contraption.
It feels like this is the most lighting I've ever seen you in.
It definitely is the most lighting you've ever... We've always seen each other in either fluctuating lighting or dark lighting.
Lack of lighting, usually.
Lack of lighting, yeah. Lack of lighting. So, like, actually, we should just call it darkening. We've seen each other in various darkenings.
Welcome to the non-darkening.
The non-darkening.
So, I want to talk to you...
Yes.
...about growing up in the Great Northwest.
Oh, yeah. My second grow-up period.
You had multiple grow-up periods.
Well, my first grow-up was Montana.
Do you feel like growing up there hastened your desire to be creative?
I think because it was neutral, you know, like there wasn't really a model for creativity or non-creativity, you know, like it was just kind of like, here's what school's like. Fast
forward to this past year where the writers for Conan O'Brien convinced Conan to bring you along on a North American tour.
Yeah.
Was there a moment every night where you just had so much glee knowing that an arena-sized audience was going to experience you for the first time?
Well, you know, it's funny. Like, I was more concerned with making sure that the show was good, that it was good for the audience, and that it was good for like to make the energy level like good. That's too many goods, but that the energy level was great.
So, is there a moment where you can tell? I mean, when you're in New York, usually you're playing to crowds where a lot of people know who you are and know what you do.
That's true.
But when you're out there in some of these places for the first time, can you tell that moment where they're starting to figure out what it is that you're doing?
Yeah, I love that moment. That's like, you know, the best thing for me is, you know, playing in front of a mostly brand new audience or a fully like brand new audience, like brand new to me. Because I love feeling that moment where people are going, oh, this is why it's funny, or oh, he's messing around, or he's being really dumb right now. Like that's a great moment, you know, because you can I can kind of draw it out a little bit. You know, I can just be confusing at first, and then people are like, I don't know what to do. Or I don't know how to react. I'm just going to watch, and then and then slowly they're like, I let them in on the joke. It's not that conscious, but semi-conscious.
There's a conventional or an unconventional wisdom about you that says that everything you do is improvised. And I don't know if we want to change the mythos here or not. But how much of this have you experimented with beforehand and go, okay, I know what works?
I like doing stuff that's totally brand new if I can. Like really just go out and just go for it and see what happens and what forms and what ideas come to pass. But there are also things that I experiment with, jokes that I'll bring back now that I'm more comfortable. Before I felt allergic to doing anything that I've done before, aside from like gags, you know, or things like general constructs that I can still you know, fuck around with. On a good night, I'm not doing anything that I've done before, or you know. It's still me, obviously. I'm going to do things the way I do it just because I'm this particular organization of information.
He's working on a Comedy Central series of his own.
It's true. Hi. I worked with Jesse Klein and Joe Mandy to kind of create this. Comedy Central wants a kind of a variety show. And so, you know, we created our best scenario variety show, you know. But it was a formula to try to figure out, oh, well, how does the show even work when you're dealing with an improviser? And then you also have the formal structure of writers and producers and showrunners and all that stuff. How does that all work, you know? And, you know, we learned a lot from making the pilot presentation. And I don't know if it'll ever air, but it was amazing. And, you know, we'll see what Comedy Central says about it. But I'm pretty proud of it.
Thank you so much for sitting down.
Man.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah,
appreciate this a lot.
This was our first interview.
First formal interview.
Formal.
Formal.
That's what I mean.
I mean,
That's
I'm
what I
wearing a
mean.
collared shirt.
And I'm wearing a captain's sweater.
And I didn't even ask you about the top secret news about Conan.